The breaker trips immediately after fan begins to start up. Keep in mind that working on electrical systems can be dangerous. So if you're not comfortable with these steps or unsure about your abilities, it's always a good idea to consult a professional HVAC technician. Here are some steps to follow. Double-check capacitor installation. Ensure that you've installed the new capacitors correctly. Capacitors have polarity, so make sure you've connected them the same way as the old ones, with the correct wires in the right places. Inspect wiring. Examine all the wiring connections to make sure they are secure and haven't come loose during the capacitor replacement. Loose or damaged wires can cause electrical issues. Disconnect power. Always turn off the power to the unit before working on it. Verify that the power is off by using a voltage tester or multimeter. Inspect contactor. The contactor is responsible for controlling the flow of electricity to the compressor and fan motors. Check for signs of damage or wear on the contactor. If it's damaged, it may need to be replaced. Check for short circuits. Inspect the wiring for any exposed or damaged wires that could be causing a short circuit. Short circuits can trip the breaker, motor, and compressor. If the breaker trips immediately after the motor starts to run, it could be a problem with the motor or compressor. These components may have issues that require professional diagnosis and repair. Overloaded circuit. Verify that the breaker you're using is appropriately sized for your AC unit. Using an undersized breaker can lead to tripping. Reset breaker. After ensuring that all connections are secure and no obvious issues are present, reset the breaker. If it immediately trips again, there may be a more significant problem that requires professional attention. Consult a technician. If you've checked everything you can, and the problem persists, it's advisable to contact a qualified HVAC technician. They have the knowledge and equipment to diagnose and repair complex issues safely. Remember that working on electrical components can be hazardous, and safety should always be a top priority. If you're uncertain or uncomfortable with any part of the troubleshooting process, it's best to consult a professional technician to avoid the risk of injury or further damage to your HVAC system.